Ahoy, crypto pirates. Welcome to your Discourse Syndicate and another FN Hangout. It's your night. Come on in. The link's in the chat room. Everybody is welcome. It's also on Twitter. It's in all the Telegram rooms. This is your show. Come hang out. Come have fun. Come FUD. Whatever you want. You want to pick a fight? We're here. We're ready. I don't think there's any Hexicans that aren't ready, willing, and able to talk to you. Coffee, party time tonight, Friday night. Big, long weekend. We just had our Vegas meetup. What a phenomenal trip that was. We had an awesome time. It was really, the best part about the whole thing was actually meeting Hexicans and hanging out with them and getting to know them, looking them in the eyes and having conversations and, really seeing their, who they were, who their true colors were. So that was what was awesome about it. And if you missed it, don't miss next one. There's going to be many. I'm sure there's going to be many. We'll have different kinds, many different meetups, and we will have just as good a time, if not better, because everybody's getting more wealthy as we go on. So the parties are just going to get better. And they were off the chain this time, just to let you know, they were off the chain. I'm not a big nightclubber, but the nightclub parties were off the chain, the cabanas and the bottle services and all the things that they were doing. And then Big K's party up in the penthouse was just tops, food, service, music, the whole thing. It was phenomenal. So hats off to all the Hexicans that put in the hat there to get things going and make the breakout parties really cool. It was a lot of fun. So let's go ahead and get started, and let's bring up the Hexicans that are in here. I got Timmy B. What's happening, Timmy?
Oh, not too much. How you doing, man?
Catch you with food in your mouth.
Yeah, you did. Sorry.
All right. Let's see who else we got here. Guy, what's up, Guy?
What's going on, man?
How you been, man?
I've been great. Vegas was great. I'm feeling good.
Right? Good deal, man. And my big buddy, Brasology, how you doing, bud?
Hey guys.
What a
sound
trip.
Sound check.
Yeah, it works. It's a little muffled, but I can hear you.
Yeah, loud and clear, man.
Is this better?
Yeah.
Very good.
All right.
Right on.
How's it going, everybody?
Good.
Awesome,
well, hey,
man.
hold that thought one minute. I've got to bring up the last Hexican that's in here, and that's Matty Olin. What's going on, buddy?
Hey.
What's going on?
You told me you only had a few minutes to come in and hang out, but I wanted to bring him up. What's going on?
Well, I'm just all rested up now that we're back from Vegas, and I wanted to make sure everybody knows that I wasn't the only one who put on the event, and I wanted to give a special thank you to everybody else who helped put it on. RG3 did a lot of advising, and I wish I would have involved you more. And I know that
I'm glad you didn't. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
you took all the heat and did all the work, bro.
I heard you're gonna take care of the next one, eh?
Well, I thought we were a team.
We are.
Okay.
And that's the power of being the heart of DeFi. I think I saw Staked Wealth put out a video, and it was a video blog of the Hex meetup, and then at the end there was a advertisement for Pulse, and it said that Pulse is the heart of DeFi, and I think that's really true. And I think the community is decentralized, and we all work together, and so that's why I'm excited to let other people pitch in. And it's not my thing. Meeting up, I think Captain RG3 was the first one to do a meetup and be accused of being taller or shorter than other people.
Sure. I've never been accused of being taller than anybody, except for one guy that might be around here.
Whoa.
I didn't say anything.
Hey, out of all the people, who wasn't as tall as I thought they were going to be?
Wales.
Corey, an investor. I thought he'd be a little taller.
Corey and Timmy are like the Twin Towers, man. They're like next to each other. What do we got? Like 6'6", both of them. Now, what are you 6'3"?
I'm 6'4", and I believe
6'4".
Corey's 6'7".
Is he 7? He's
I think
freaking
so.
up
Corey
there,
is
man.
like 8
Once
feet
you
tall.
get past like 6'2", 6'3", I can't see you guys anymore. So it doesn't really matter after that. In Brissology, he's like anyone over 5'10" is like a god. So he doesn't.
I am an average height man. All right.
Yeah. Okay. And then Maddie, he's pushing 6'1", right? You're 6'1".
I'm 5'11".
Really?
Yeah.
I thought you were a little taller than that.
Corey's in the chat room. He says he's 6'5".
He's 6
Wow.
foot.
Hey, it was really great meeting you, Corey. I had a really fun conversation with you.
So yeah, it was. Corey is. He put out his music video, and he's kind of been like a fringe. We've seen him in the Twitters, but I'll tell you what, man, Corey's down Hexican, man. He's a good dude. He's a really good dude. I had a good time hanging out with Corey. We went to that whatever the heck that damn nightclub was, the Reese's or
Dreas?
the Dreas. I'm sorry, the Dreas, and that was a lot of fun. Until somebody dropped a drink from like 2 stories on top of my head, then everything got real exciting. We had to.
I heard Coffee was gonna go onboard him into Hex or something.
He was gonna onboard him. That's for
what I
sure.
heard.
he went storming upstairs to go onboard a whole group of dudes. And it was like, chill, bro, chill, man. We had to go stop him, but I'll tell you what, he's game. That's for sure. He's game.
I just want to throw in
I'm,
that by the time we left, there was a lot of people asking about Hex.
You mean when we left Vegas?
Yeah, like while we were in Vegas, by the time we were leaving, like people on the street, just like people passing by, they're like asking, like, what is Hex? Because everyone had the Hex gear on, the hat, the shirt. So
yeah, we were deep, man. I mean, Vegas is big and crowded, but I mean, we had a few hundred people out there, and like almost everywhere I went, I was like running into a Hexican here and there. Even when I was outside of the events and stuff, there were Hexicans running around. It was really cool. It was really weird, like running into people that I didn't know or have never seen, and then RG3, and coming like at me, like whoa, what the hell, But that was it was odd. But man, you guys are great. Thanks everybody for showing the love and the appreciation for what we've done here. But really, it's really all about all you guys. You guys did it. You guys, put this stuff together. When it comes down to it, all we do is push the stream button, and you guys come on and make it happen. So, my hat's off to all the Hexicans who made it happen, who got out there, made a showing. I mean, just freaking love all these guys. Awesome group of people. Oh, look who we got here. His stuff's not working, but Knipples is in the background here. There he is. What's happening, Knuckles?
Hey.
Hey guys.
Hey.
what's going on?
How's it going?
Sorry, I lost track of time. I was having fun with the fam. I had to go pick up the kids. So sorry, it's been a great day for me, guys. So I hope you guys have had as enjoyable of a day making trustless interest as I did today. So
Very much so.
good.
Glad to hear that.
I'd love to hear that, brother.
Hell yeah.
It's nothing better than making trustless interest.
Dude, I was talking to the guy. He's become a buddy of mine. He owns gas stations for a living. And talk about stressful. The guy is very successful in the real world. And I'm like, dude, I made what you gross in 1 month off of trustless interest. Like,
Dude, you know what? That is actually a rough gig. It's hard to get into those.
Yeah.
And then really the money you make is off fucking Reese's peanut butter cups, Coca-Colas, and cigarettes. That's the money you make.
that goes into
Soda.
restocking that and dealing with the distributor and making sure that it doesn't run out the door. Your profits don't run out the door with your employees. Like, there's
That's
a
a tough.
lot.
That's
involved.
a tough gig, bro. That's
Yep.
a tough gig.
And
it's
he
like going
buys
in a
them.
corner liquor
He
store.
buys them shut down and then revamps them. So it's even harder for him.
because then he's got to do all the redoing of the tanks and
Yes.
pumps and all that shit. Oh
Yep.
man.
But he is smart because he runs a separate LLC for all of the real estate holdings, and the business that operates pays rent
Pays
to
himself.
his
yeah.
real estate holding, just like the McDonald's franchise method. Really, is
Yeah.
what it is. Hey, Crypto King, I did see your email. Alaska Prepper will be on our show Thursday, July 8th. We're going to be walking him through how to get set up and buying Hex. So,
Unwrecked
I love
always has a
Unwrecked.
great way of letting us know what he's doing on a Friday night. I really like Sunday mornings best, but Friday
Yeah.
night's good. Go let us know what you're doing. Can't wait to hear the stories on Sunday, my brother.
yeah, and I'm sure we'll get pictures, and they're not of the girls
Yeah,
that
we
he's
get
with.
pictures.
They're him wearing in the girls' pants. I'm like, what is going on? How did this get posted?
He's great, man. He is
Oh,
great.
man.
He comes in.
cracks me
He
up.
comes into the Cutthroats on Sunday morning with his stories and pics, and so it's a lot of fun.
That
Have you
guy,
seen
man.
his latest guitar jam that he put up for us?
No, I didn't get to see it yet.
Oh, dude, he fucking Unwrecked is ain't no joke, man.
Mhm.
He can swing the axe. Unwrecked can swing the axe. That's it's impressive. Right on, Unwrecked. Go have some fun, buddy. I'll live vicariously through you, bro. You
Think
and
of us.
you
Think
and
of us
coffee.
while you're doing your thing. Or
You and
don't.
coffee. Yeah. Let me say hey to the chat room real quick. Who's in here? So Mudhog, what's up? Benny Bills, welcome. Crypto King, our producer. Oh, he's got work to do. You got work to do, buddy. You got some work to do. Hex Phoenix. David Morales. You know what? That was another cat, man. I always knew. I could just tell. The first couple of times I've seen David's pictures, like him hanging out at some parties, and then the Miami deal. I was like, Morales is down, buddy. Or Morales is down. And he is. He's down. Fucking
David's a really cool guy.
really cool. T-Bird, one Heximofo, Hex Machina, what's up? Wales is in here. What's up, Wales? Another one, too. Another one. My brother Wales, man. Down, motherfucker. Rated Hex. So what up, peeps? Miss Hexquisite.
How
Welcome,
tall are
welcome.
you, RG3? Is a beard Aussie ass. Taller than most of the Hexicans that were picking on him for being short. That's the
Yeah,
funny thing.
that was the funnest part about it was walking up to some of you guys, and I won't call you out, but looking down on you, that was the fun part. I warned you. But go ahead, meme away. Let's see. There's Corey. Who else is in here? The Sapper. Hey, lights out. Another one. Briss is in there. He's here too. Who else? Taraj. What's up, Dr. Taraj? You going to get bounced tonight or what?
The ultimate troll.
Welcome to
He
Memorial.
has become my ultimate troll. I don't know about the rest of you guys, but he has become my ultimate troll.
He trolls me too, and I troll him whenever I can. I go over to Hex Agents just so that I can troll his ass.
He's your nemesis.
My nemesis, the doctor. Let's see, and Unwrecked, of course, he's off. Hey, Hexmac, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, man.
Yeah,
Good to
man,
see
you've been hiding. Where you at, Mac?
What's up,
Yeah.
Hexmac?
Yeah, you got to get back in here, Bubba. Get back in here.
Hey, man, for some reason our RTMP link isn't working for Theta, and it's on.
Huh?
But for some reason we're not streaming there in Theta.
Might be Theta, bro. You know how
I know. They need to unfuck their shit because they got a great platform and it's going to be, I think, a leader going forward. They're backed by some pretty big names in the streaming industry, and it might be a good place for us to go if anything ever happened to YouTube. But man, they're still at the beginning of all the problems that come with setting up a streaming network. So you need to unf your shit, guys. So
Yep.
Hey, Maddie, what
Yep.
what hotel did you stay in?
The Bellagio?
At the Bellagio. And how was that? Was it like up to snuff? Was
Bellagio
it like
is freaking posh. What are you talking about,
It was
man?
I'm just
Bellagio.
asking because I know it's been there for a while. Me and RG stayed at the Rio.
No, the Rio's even been there for a lot longer. The Rio's old, man.
Well, that's why I was asking about the quality of whatever hotel you stayed at because the Rio was janky, right? I mean, let's see.
It's not
I-
posh. No,
It's not bad, but
Just bad enough.
Just bad
It's-
enough.
The reason I like the Rio is because it's off the strip. It's a little quieter. There's not as many people, when in the casinos running around all over the place. And it just gives you a little, because you're out partying all night and you're out, you're tired. You come back and you just want it to be a little bit more chill. And the Rio's just a little more chill. And the rooms are good. I'm never in the room. I'm always out. It's like I just go in there to take a shower and pass out for a couple hours, and I'm gone again.
Yeah.
So that's why I like it. But I mean, the Rio, if you're there with your old lady or something, hanging out, and it's beautiful. It's a beautiful.
When we went and ate dinner up on that, what was it, the 50th floor or something like that, going up that elevator on the outside of the Rio. Man, that thing is like jangling inside the track like this. And then when it gets to the top, it kind of goes. I'm like, what the hell, man? I need to get off this thing.
So
it was
go ahead, man.
No, it was that's called the Voodoo Steakhouse on the top.
I wanted to leave this up.
Okay, it's a Voodoo Steakhouse on the top of the Rio, and so I was telling everybody about in the old days there was a bar slash little steakhouse down in the casino, and I showed Briss where it was at, and we walked by it a bunch of times. Now it's just kind of a little cafe, but they changed their whole steakhouse to up on top of the roof, and it's like a posh steakhouse. I mean. The Voodoo Steakhouse is badass. I mean that thing
serving up tomahawks
and wagyu, whatever. Sorry, they're
Wagyu has enlightened.
Yeah, Papa B will critique it.
He'll critique you in English and Japanese. Trust me, more than one language.
Whatever. But I'm going to tell you right now. I'm with Richard on this one. I had the tomahawk the night before, and the tomahawk was phenomenal. I mean, just freaking, that was a good steak, wasn't it, bro?
It was great.
It was great. And then the next day I had the wagyu, and it wasn't as good. It was not as good as the tomahawk, and it was twice the price. But
really?
Yeah. I had to. Yeah. Yeah. I went out with Hexo and his wife and with ex-nurse, and it was, I'm telling you, that steak, I love that steakhouse, man. I love it. So go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, there was one thing about Bellagio that I really didn't like, and it came down to the psychology of the place. I noticed that they were making everybody
Of course,
wait.
It comes to the psychology.
It comes down to the psychology.
They were making everybody wait to check in. It didn't matter how many people were there waiting. They made sure everybody waited. And I think the reason they did that was so that people could have plenty of time to get bored and go gamble, right? But I know for myself, like, I enjoyed knowing the game that they were playing and not gambling at all. And so that was really cool to me that, like, Hexicans know how to wait and delay gratification. And so I kind of was laughing at them in my head.
Yeah, when we went to check in at the Rio, there was literally like a line that was, I mean, it was a quarter mile long. It went all the way through the casino, and we were like, no, we'll come back tonight. We just dropped our shit back off in the truck, and we came back later that night when nobody was there. We checked in and went up to our room. So that we were just like, screw that. So
yeah, the line was way too long.
Yep. Hey, Benny Bills, what's up, dude?
How's it going? Doing pretty well. Just wanted to hop in here and say what's up, say hello to everybody. I'm feeling good tonight. How are you doing?
We're feeling good too.
I channeled my inner Benny Bills when I was at the tables.
There you go.
Yeah, we were.
Good for you.
Did you win?
You know what? I won a little bit. I can only gamble.
So you
a
only
bit.
partly Benny Bills did then.
Yeah. So
Okay.
if you guys don't mind, I have one little gambling story I'd like to.
You're going to have to hold on a second here. I've made Nermorians wait long enough here. So, Nermorians, thank you for the $10. Was an awesome time. Everybody who went to Vegas. Can't wait for the next time. I just want everyone in the community to know this is one generous Hexican. This man has given us support not only here on the stream, but on the back end where YouTube doesn't take 40% of it, and we are going to be able to boost production thanks almost exclusively to this good Hexicant, generous.
It was really
Hexicant
nice
by
meeting
himself.
him too. Really
Dude,
nice meeting him out in
awesome
Vegas.
quality people. I just want to give a good shout out. You guys don't even deserve a Hexican like him. And I know all you guys. So next time you get a chance to see Nermorians, you tell him thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So all right.
Thank you.
All right, Brizology, go ahead.
Thank you, Norman. And do you guys know where maybe we can buy those hex hats? Because I think someone produced a whole bunch of them and gave them away. But I wouldn't mind buying one if anyone knows where to get one.
Casey's taking orders because he was giving them away for free, in true Hex style. And a lot of people said that they wanted one. So he's at Casey_the_Hexican on Telegram. I'll put it in the chat here.
Perfect. All right. So I got one little gambling win story, and I apologize if anyone's heard this more than once. Basically, I like to play roulette, and I just like to play the outside of the table, just like the red and black.
The pass line.
Yeah, and and basically, I put $15 on red. Right? I was like, all right, I'm gonna put $15 on red, and the guy next to me, he says, "Hey, I like that." And he put a couple $100 on red, right? So the wheel spins, it lands on red. Perfect. We both won. But it also landed on a number that someone had picked, right? So big winners, especially me, all around the table. So they take my $15 and they double it to 30. And then they pay out the really big bet that the number had landed on. And I'm not allowed to touch my winnings until they pay everyone out. So I'm just kind of sitting there anxiously waiting. And then they paid out the hundreds of dollars right there on red, right next to mine. And then she took my $30 and she doubled it to 60. And by accident. And you know what I said, Kinetics?
What'd you say?
Not a damn thing. I took that money and ran.
The pit boss got they got your facial recognition now. Next time you walk into that casino, they're going to tackle your ass.
Right.
So it's really funny. After I got home, exactly. After I
Is
got
that
home
it?
from Vegas, that's the story.
That's
my big win.
Here's-
my 15.
Here's
so
my
you
gambling
bought a cheeseburger
story.
with that extra $30 then, right?
Exactly. That was lunch money.
So here's my gambling story. I didn't spend a quarter. Not one quarter, not one machine, not one. Didn't gamble a bit. Felt good.
I don't know if I could go to Vegas and not put some money on a blackjack table. That is my game. That was my jam back in the day. I do like craps as I've started to learn it a little bit, but I could stay there all night and just waste a bunch of time for no reason.
Yeah.
So I got to make sure not to step up to a craps table.
Yeah, I can walk by them now and not like get magnetized right over to them.
Maddie is not impressed.
Can I jump in? Can anybody hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Go right on ahead.
Yeah, if you're going to play all those games, you might as well be throwing your money away like old school crypto. What I do is I just concentrate on poker and I play cash games with people because I don't have to beat the house. I just have to beat you and you and you and everyone up here. I just have to beat you. So if I
what
outsmart
if they beat you though?
Well, then I have to reevaluate my strategy, and chances are they're not better, and they don't do more time studying the game as I do.
That's true. That's like me. So you'd be taking my money.
But that's it. Like that. But I don't want to talk about that all night though.
You know what?
Neither do we. So I appreciate.
I will
that.
add to that Brisology. Like if I played roulette, it would just be on the outsides. That was my whole strategy as well. Red, black, odd, even.
If you see like 4 reds, you gotta bet on black, right? It can't land on red every time, right?
So I play the the Monte Carlo method, and I've won big.
Martingale.
And I've won Martingale, thank you. And I've won big, and I've won nothing, and I've lost big doing that because I have never seen when you start getting up into the big dollars. I lost it landed on red 13 times in a row. It's like it can't land on red again. I'm going black. Can't land on red again. I'm going black.
Will.
And it will. It will. You will lose more times than makes sense.
It's not good to play poker. It's really not unless you've been playing it for a long time. I'd stay away from it. The best thing to do is stake hex. Just stake hex.
Yeah. What happened to Maddie?
Oh, he just said in the private chat, he said, great being on with y'all. Much respect. See you guys soon.
He told me he only had a few minutes.
Oh, gotcha. I just figured we bored him to death with gambling. But hey, we were going to get to the point where we were going to say, guys, just stake your hex. So
that's the best decision I've ever made in my life.
Hold on a second, Avery. Let me stop the show for a second. Mads is sending me a private message and wants me to send him the invite link. So hold on one second, everybody. Let's do this good. Because he's DMing me, so it must be important.
Who's this?
Mads.
Oh.
just want to make sure that was taken care of. It must have been important if it's in the middle of the show and somebody
right.
DM me.
Well, I text you 10 times in a show, and then finally you'll see it. Be like, okay, KNTX, let me stop the show just for you. And I'm like, damn right, you better.
I love that. It's like right when I get the show going, people are like, boom, hitting me. It's like, really, guy? I'm literally streaming right now, and you guys are like, bam, 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 bam. Oh, now he's texting me. I'm reading everything you're saying, bud. I got you.
Hex is pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome.
Oh, dude, it's beyond awesome. It's a freaking money printer. Wales said it. I think I heard Wales say it first, but it is literally a money printer.
We
change
crypto with
Hex. Just because I'm new to the stream, I just want to say, just kind of give a disclaimer that staking Hex is the best decision I've ever made in my life. It taught me so much about how money should be and how we should be getting paid and not paying. You get what I'm saying? So
absolutely,
it kind of puts us on the other end and gives us an advantage. For once in life, we are not starting behind. We actually we're going to be ahead.
We're not starting in debt.
Yeah, and the whole crypto space is literally about to see things change because the old guard is gone. It's gone. They have not been good custodians of crypto.
No,
and they have turned this place into a cesspool, and we're going to clean it up. The Hexicans are going to clean it up. I mean, that's what's happening. All of this other bullshit that they've got going on out there, it's going to go away because everything's in place now. Dexes are in place. Hex is in place. Pulse is coming. I mean, it is going to change the face of crypto. You don't have to do crypto the old way anymore. Trading is going to go to the wayside. All of these people that are out there getting wrecked right now by this Robinhood app and all this crap that they're putting on there. Even, what I find really, really funny is, when I do talk to people about Hex, I was in the bank again today. I'm waiting for a little dip so I can buy some more Hex. So I went to the bank.
Same thing. I'm doing the same thing.
My banker, now that some of the guys have invested, so when I come in the bank, I'm like this, oh, there's the crypto guy. So they come running over to me and they're talking to me about it and whatnot. But then they say ridiculous stuff.
There's
and
the
now
crypto guy.
These are bankers. These are guys that understand, money, investing. They understand things a little bit, but they don't because they're like, well, hey, we know you're into Hex but we can't find it on Coinbase. It's not on Coinbase. And I can see that why isn't it on Coinbase? That look that everybody gives you when they see they're trying to that gotcha. They're trying to do that gotcha on you, right? And it's it's not on Coinbase. And I'm like, and I don't see it. And they show me their CoinMarketCap app, Okay. So now I've got to go and educate you guys and show you what's up. So I pull up my Nomics app.
It's so
I
funny.
show them that. And then I show them that, hey, look, Dogecoin. And they know what Dogecoin is. They're like, yeah. I said, Dogecoin is on Coinbase. So do you trust Coinbase now? Do you? If you do, then you might want to rethink your strategy here, guys. So where is crypto? Where is the real crypto at? Do you guys know how to navigate it yet? Or are you just going to start learning now? So really, even the people that are kind of in the know don't know. They just don't know. And that whole thing with the Coinbase deal, that's one that I always love that face that they make, All right, now who's hitting me?
Hey, Captain, does your bank allow you to wear your bandanas in the building?
Yeah, I get weird looks sometimes, but yeah,
okay.
Let me wear them. Well,
they let you walk in with masks to cover your face like you're a bank robber, so why not wear a bandana? It doesn't make any sense to me why they wouldn't let you wear a bandana.
They don't say nothing to me.
I was just curious.
Yeah, they don't say nothing to me. Well, they know who I am, too. I've been banking there since I was a kid. My grandfather banked there. My dad banked there. It's one of those kind of banks.
I walk in with a bandana around my face and two guns on my hips, and they don't say anything. So,
yeah, that's how they do it out there. So we have somebody in the. Can you turn on your camera? Who's ever in the green room there? That's Mads, I think. Let's see.
Matt Tiru.
He can't turn on his camera.
Can I jump in? Can I jump in real quick on what you just said, Captain?
Yeah. Go ahead.
I think everything you just said is right on point. I think that people just don't understand. They don't know. I know. I don't want to say understand, but they don't understand that this is out there. This kind of thing is out there. They don't
know what they don't know.
They have an option. Exactly right. They don't know what they have an option. This is an option, huge option. They don't understand. Like they're stuck and they don't think they have a way out. This is the way out. That's all.
Just to add on that, like I felt like that at one point. When I got to crypto, I'm like, I think I might be onto something. And then you proceed to get wrecked. And then you proceed to get wrecked again. And you're like, all right, let me try something different. And then someone told me about Hex. And once I started watching the streams, like when I just found it, I didn't, no one really knows at first, like when on the surface, it's like, all right, 40%, it's good. But like, what is this? What's it really doing? And once you start to look at the mechanics, the game theory, and really put the hours in, you're just like, this isn't real. Like, there's no way this is real, but it is. And like I said, it's really starting to open my mind, because like now I'm starting to have things happen to me that I never expected, like certain amounts of money just just
showing up.
Yep. Well, I know Captain and I both have something to say to that, but I'd like to expound on that real quick. It's funny because we've talked a lot about this in private, but we fudded ourselves out. We were like, is this too good to be true? And we spent the time looking into this. And that's why we were, when we started the FN Hangout, it was to let the haters on, bring us evidence, because we have a lot of money invested in this. We want to know before anyone if we're in a scam. Bring us the evidence, the empirical evidence that this is not real, that this is too good to be true. We did our own research, and everyone that stepped to us, especially on Twitter, was lackadaisical or lazy in their research and didn't do any actual vetting of this product at all. That was talking trash. All the scam articles had the mechanics totally wrong. And we said, we want you to convince us. If we're in something bad, show us the evidence. But man, I'll tell you what, you are right, guy. Our freaking mechanics behind this, and the fact that it's locked with no admin codes, we're getting paid every day like a freaking cheat code on the game of life. This is how money should work. You're right, bro. This is right.
It's crazy, because like when you say we're getting paid, like I can see it in the app. I'm like, regardless of the price goes up or down, I'm making money, and the balance just keeps going up. And then just to touch on another note, Richard, when he comes on stream, like, he might come off as not everyone's favorite person, like outside of Hex, but he speaks facts, and you you cannot deny facts. Like you cannot like facts, but you can't deny them and say that they're not right. Like he'll be like, yo, XLM inflation bug. This got rug pulled. I mean, it's true. Like, you know, it is what it is. But he starts to show you like this is not what it's made out to be. And you know, that's all I gotta say.
Yeah.
Well said.
I mean,
well said.
Well said.
When when Bitcoin was on its own on Coinbase and there were all these strange exchanges out there. There was, back in 2000, gosh, I think it was 15, 16. I got this card, it was a Visa. It was a overseas card. And you literally had to like send your Bitcoin out into this ether wall, out into the abyss and then send it to this bank that send it to this wallet that they created for you that you had to log into on their cheesy website and then try and go spend it on this card that only would cash in certain places and there was some funky stuff, funky wallets. You couldn't hardly move Bitcoin at first, but now see, that's what DeFi has done and the DEXs have done. MetaMask has done. All these things have changed now. We've got better wallets. We've got better ways to move it around. And it's just getting better and better. And the onboarding is starting to get better. Not much, but it is. Let's see what Pulse does to changing that. I think we're going to have a little surprise with the onboarding process.
I think so too. I think you're right.
That's the big hurdle. Once we get that, dude, it's game over for crypto. Hex and Pulse are going to be the leaders. That's what it's going to take, a simple onboard and the ability within that exchange to stake as well. And
there should be no reason why I can't move my funds from my bank account to my crypto wallet. Period. End of story. I can move my USD from there to there. I should be able to do that. And then, within the wallet, do a swap and turn it into USDC or whatever. There should be no reason why I can't move my money from one wallet to another, from one bank account to another. And that process needs to happen that way. Then people can go and start, okay, well, what crypto do I want? That's going to make the onboarding process what it's supposed to be. You know?
PayPal will probably be the first to get that going, I think.
If they, I'm
not certain
lose a grip on everything.
Yeah, I'm not certain about that, but I think they're going to try. But I think they're too in bed with the banks now. I really do. You know what I really have hope for, but not a lot of. I've got a lot of hope for this particular company, but I don't think that they're going to pull it off. Kraken, being an official Wyoming chartered bank, they have their foot in the door. Right. What they do from here is going to determine whether they're going to help people get on board with crypto or not. Because Wyoming is a very crypto-friendly place. And disclosure, I'm looking to move there, just so everybody knows. I'm looking to find myself my own little...
You get your little ass up there
in the wood.
Fucking cabin in the woods there. You and your shack.
That's right.
And your guns. All right, let's see if we can.
So it'd be a big shack. You're right. I agree.
You there, bud?
You could change your name to KNTX. You could change your name to Better Texture.
You guys hear me right now, or?
I just threw up in my mouth a little bit, bro.
Am I still here? Can you hear me? What's going on?
I can hear you guys. Can you hear?
Okay.
What's happening?
I want a video of KNTX felling a tree.
Can you let the guest say hello first?
Yeah, I did say hello. I said hello.
Yeah, he did say hello.
No, I'm trying to shut everybody else up so we can hear you. How you doing, bud? I'm sorry your camera's not working.
I'm doing fine. I'm doing fine. I just wanted to comment on the speech that you gave from Tank RG3. I saw the movie Braveheart, and I basically replaced it with RG3 because that was just the greatest speech I've ever heard in my life.
Thank you, man.
And I just really wanted to point that out. And everybody else, I would say that I'm lucky beyond belief that I found this product, and this absolutely fantastic community, and you guys are. I mean, I would say that we are essentially the greatest community in crypto.
I think so.
I think so. And yeah, I just wanted to say that, you know, the streams that you guys have been doing, the stuff that you've been, you know, hexologists been going on from day one.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just amazing, right? And yeah, kudos to everybody, and congratulations on where Hex is today. Thank you so much to Richard Hart. I'm eternally grateful for the type of, you know, technology that he actually managed to get together. And yeah, just thank you everybody. Thank you for where we are today, and great job, everyone.
Well, thanks, Matt. I was calling Matt.
And I've been sending RG3 some messages here and there, you know, right?
Yeah, you do.
Yeah. And, you know, I try to do my best to the community. I try to send some messages here and there, and everything comes from a good place. I hope you understand that, RG3. But,
yeah, I bust everybody's balls, man. Now, and, you know, remind me who you were. Your voice sounds familiar. We obviously.
No, I haven't.
He definitely busts everybody's balls.
I've never spoken to any of y'all. All right, I've never. I just, you know, once in a while I will send maybe RG3 a PM. You know, I think the last time I sent RG3 a message, I think I was talking about, hey, you know, maybe it would be a good idea for you to mix the graphene or something like that with, you know, start a company in Puerto Rico and just like mix the graphene and with you know, holes in the ground in Puerto Rico. I'm not even from, you know, I'm not even near Puerto Rico. Personally, I'm in Norway. This is what I'm speaking right now is not my first language. I have no idea how to speak American, as it were, right? But I just you know, I send RG3 a message here and there. I send people a couple of messages here and there, and I just wanted to say to everybody on stream, you guys are great. You guys are amazing, and I hope everything continues. I hope. Yeah, KNTX. I hope, you know, Kenneth. I'm guessing your name is Kenneth, right?
It is Ken. Yes, that is correct.
Yeah, Kenneth, right? It's like,
Kenny B,
it's like a Scandinavian name. Yeah, it's like a Scandinavian. So KNTX, Kenneth, and everybody else, RG3 and the guy in the middle. I think I sent a message to him too.
Brisology.
I cannot remember well. Brisology. I think there was like this one time there was this guy. He was like the like an official guy of Mexico, and I'm pretty sure I went to D Live and I said, "Isn't that the guy who didn't want to pay for that fucking wall?" Right?
Ryan
Isn't
Lopez.
that the guy they. I don't know if it was the Ryan Lopez. Is that Ryan Lopez? Really? No, I think it was I think he was like something. He was pretty much the president of Mexico. I think he was the president of Mexico.
Vicente Fox.
Yes, Vicente Fox. So I sent a couple of messages here and there on D Live, and you know, I've been going back and forth and just trying to spread a positive message to everybody. I'm a day 2 OG actually.
Nice.
And yeah, I'm a day.
Come on. All right, hold on. What is your first stake? Tell me about your very first.
My
day
first
2
stake? I had
Correct.
no idea. I mean, there was no math involved. There
Okay.
was no.
Just tell me what's your first stake? What is it? Tell me what year it is. If you're a day 2 OG, it should be nothing.
But I would pretty much do as somebody who used to stream a lot, and I got I got.
No. You can't get away from this. I got to call him out on this.
No. You don't have to call me out.
Who are you calling out? What do you mean calling out?
Listen.
You're day 2 OG. What's your first day stake?
I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to basically dox
myself. Yeah, what are you doing, Benny?
What are you doing?
Fucking Benny, shut up.
But
give me the last four of your social.
Okay, fine.
Bro.
Right?
Fuck.
Go ahead.
So we got good. Basically, maybe 1 year ago, we got some good advice from somebody who used to stream every day, and I got inspired by that guy. Right? So I decided that this was what I decided to do. I just want to make everybody aware of the situation here, because I'm very, very grateful for the situation that I'm in right now. And essentially, I used to follow this guy, obviously Hexo, right? He used to stream every day, every single day. Eventually, RG3 came along, but I got a really, really good idea from Hexo, and I did the same exact thing. And so now I have every month something coming out, and I'm very, very grateful for that.
Good.
It's just.
When did you make your monthly ladder? Like, was it before Big Payday? After?
It was before, but also I got into the fucking not the W, but the A, right? The AXI
adoption. I see.
So I got very, 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 very early in that, extremely early, and I.
Let me just clarify.
I just want to make this clear.
I've been dealing with a lot of people who are scammers. They come through and not to say you're a scammer.
Listen.
Just wanted to make sure you're legit.
No. You used to play poker. I respect you. I love you. I think you're a great guy. Right? That's not where I'm coming from. I just want to say that back in the days, I made some money from some bullshit, some scamming crap. Right, and I basically finished my hex ladder, and I'm very happy I did.
All right, tell me about your hex. What's your hex ladder talking about? What's your hex ladder?
I don't understand what you mean. What my hex ladder? What do you mean?
Wait, you said you finished.
All right, hold on. Let me give these guys a break here for a second.
What's his problem, man?
I don't know what these fucking guys are talking about right now. So let me bring everything back around.
We have ways of making you talk.
For the $9.99, brother. You are awesome, Wake Dog. Thank you, sir.
Thanks, Wake Dog. Appreciate you, man.
Great.
All right, now I'm gonna bring these guys back up and make them chill. All right, you two. Now I'm gonna bring you back. Now shut the fuck up and quit talking about ridiculous shit. All right,
fight.
This ain't a dick measuring contest here.
No,
what are you doing?
Are you just trying to figure out who has the bigger bag between you two? Is that really what this comes to? Just throw it out there,
my
man.
My steak's older than your steak.
My steak is stinkier than yours.
Benny can read people, and Matt doesn't have his camera on. So it's making Benny very uncomfortable.
Right. Yeah, I know. Okay? I don't want to. I just wanted to give kudos to everybody. Essentially what brought
we appreciate
me on here
that, man.
It's just the speech from
Sinclair Crypto. You rock. Thank you for the $4.99. It didn't pop up when I clicked on it. Laugh out loud. Tell me your first stake or you scam. Sorry, guys.
I just wanted to give kudos to RJ3 in his speech on the tank, and the same with Maddie and everybody that's been involved, KNTX and Benjamin, Tim Benjamin, Brizology, Hexologist, and everybody that basically got me involved with this whole thing. And I just wanted to say thank you. And
all good. Thank you, man.
You guys have been doing.
Let's make up on camera, and I love you. You're a great person.
What are you talking about? Makeup? What?
Build a bridge.
Yeah,
It's all good.
Build a bridge with me.
Benny Bills. Yeah, Benny Bills. I watched your stream where you were absolutely fucked up, and I'm basically in the same situation you are right now. You used to play poker. I love that stuff. It was great, but I just wanted to basically give kudos to everybody involved. I think if it wasn't like I told RG3 probably before, I would imagine that if it wasn't for people like RG3 and KNTX and everybody else like you guys on stream doing the kind of work that you guys do, representing Hex, the Hex community, and
all right, bud. Cool.
Yeah,
thank you, man. Appreciate it.
I'm thankful for you guys. Right?
You're welcome. You're
So
welcome. We really appreciate you guys' your input.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Now, where were we?
You
We
guys
were tearing down bridges last day. Last day, remember?
Sorry about that, guys. Sorry.
I had fun.
No, it was all good with me.
Wait.
Say no.
Say no to drugs. Absolutely agree.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Hell of a drug. Hell of a drug.
Just an IPA beer. That's all.
So, what's the chances? So, the American Independence Day is on Sunday. What's the chances of Independence Day being launch day? Anybody got the over under on that, Benny?
I think a week. I think it'll be a week from Sunday.
Week from Sunday. Okay.
If I was a betting man, and I am, I would say it won't launch on 4th of July because I don't know. Richard doesn't really seem like a very rah-rah, hoorah American. You know what I mean? He's very he's just more about fucking making things happen.
Right, he's a doer.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I don't really see 4th of July as being a very, a pulse important date.
I could say that I honestly don't know because every time he says something, it's days. And that doesn't mean like 5 days. That could be 90 days, 100 days, 365 days.
Days away.
Yeah, it's just days. Okay, days, whatever.
Yeah, that's the thing. He keeps saying days, but we just don't know how many, right?
Because he words things very well. That's what people overlook. He words things very well.
I did like that last watch he put up there. Did anybody catch the last watch?
Not particularly.
Not particularly. Yeah, he's now has a straight $1 million worth of watches in that box, in the winding box.
Over $1 million.
Yeah, it's 1,001,000, something like that. It's right there.
El Hexidente said a very funny comment. He said, "What's up, guys? $250,000 watch. Later, guys." I thought that was hilarious, and that explains Richard right now, because a lot of trolls are trying to be like, "You don't have any money. You're just a broke pleb," and he's like, "Actually, I started a multi-billion-dollar currency and
was a retired multimillionaire as of 2003, and have traveled the world and helped raise money for the Sins Foundation since then."
It's hilarious.
Yeah,
I thought it was hilarious. I thought I would share that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, something else happened this week that I thoroughly enjoyed, and that was the interaction with what's his name?
Eric Wall.
Eric Wall.
Yes,
that was interesting. And he was very receptive.
Humble.
He was humble.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, he was.
And
it was very refreshing to see someone not take a maxi stance, and he lost a bet and he honored his bet just like a real man does. And I give him a lot of props and kudos, because I'm sure there's someone on the other side of the crypto space that was giving him a hard time for it. I guarantee it. So
Eric likes us.
Yeah.
He's like
he likes
posting
the
up a video.
engagement. He likes the
Probably got a
engagement.
bag. He's probably got a bag.
He posts up the
Probably.
video of the
Of
Vegas
course.
cabana. He's like, these are the people I lost to. And you just know he's like, man, I wish I was hanging with those people.
Of course.
Who wouldn't want
Those
to hang out with
people,
us?
it actually, can you guys hear me right now? Or am
Yes.
I?
Go
Yeah, we
ahead.
can hear you.
Okay. So it seems like this guy was talking to, I think Richard made a comment about this, or somebody made a comment about this. I can't remember who made a comment about that. But the guy, kudos to actually being a man of his word, because I don't know if you guys checked the whole thread. Do you guys read the whole thread? When some guy was basically talking to him and asking about, he was showing all these kinds of GIF images and basically like looking him straight in the face. Like,
That's
what
my
are you
boy.
doing, man?
That's my boy Liberty here.
This is some bullshit right now. What
Hold
are
on.
you doing right now? and he was like asking, like, well, what do you want me to write? What do you want me to do? What's
Get to
going
the
on?
point, man. Get to the point.
Yeah,
Get to the
I don't know
point.
what we're talking about anymore.
Well, we're getting to the point where there's something like there's the leader and there's the follower, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which one are you?
I would say I'm the follower at this
All
point.
right, so we got Liberty here. What's up, Liberty?
You
Hey,
muted.
muted.
No sound,
You're
bro.
muted.
You're muted. Hold on.
Dude, it's been so
figured-
long since you've been on here. You've started pulling rookie mistakes again.
I was like, I can't go ahead
Liberty.
and let Benny
Love
Bills be on screen without me.
Yes. Yes.
Good to see you, fellas. What's happening?
What's happening, dude?
Not much.
Chilling.
I haven't heard anything you guys been talking about, so I'll just be quiet and listen until I get the gist. But good to see you all.
It's good to see you, bro.
We missed you out in Vegas.
I'm just
Yeah,
grabbing
really.
another beer. That's all. That's all. That's all I'm doing.
Yeah, it would have been nice to meet you, Brasology, in Vegas. I go
Yeah,
to
too
Vegas a
bad.
lot, so it was one of those things. But I heard great things, and I saw great things, and good for us. I think you guys did a lot of stuff to further our cause.
We could have met because we would have been in the same area.
Wait,
if we were both
Let
in
me-
Vegas.
Let me tell you guys what my phone call from my buddy Liberty was. So he's like, "Oh, cool, you guys did Vegas. Everything looks so great. You guys had a great time. I was watching everything until the tank incident." That's what he tells me. He's like, I thought it was okay. Everybody like, "Hey, RG, that was great on the tank." He's like,
Good.
"Oh,
It was
the
great.
tank was cringe." It was like,
It was all right.
bro, what did you do that for? And I was like, God damn, man, he's the only one who freaking buzzkilled my ass on the tank thing. It's like when you got that steel under your feet, man, you're sitting in that tank. That's some powerful.
For
Bullhorn in
dramatic
hand.
effect, it would have been way cooler to have an AR strapped to your back, bro.
Yeah.
That would have been like, or even yet off your hip.
No. AK.
All
That
right.
AR is a piece of shit.
I like the AR.
Yeah, but
AR is
everyone-
better.
Yeah, but everyone's scared of the black rifle, man. The black rifle.
Black rifle. I'm with you, Kinetics. I'm with you. on that.
You know what I'm
Piece
talking
of
about.
junk. It's a piece of
100%.
garbage. It's a piece of garbage.
No, they
but
work.
most
They
people
work.
don't
Give me a
know, they're just scared.
Kalashnikov.
Yeah, I agree.
7.62, baby. 7.62 Kalashnikov. I'll take you.
I like
down
you.
now.
I love it. Like I love it too. I love that too. I'll take anything
I'm
that
more of
works.
a rocket launcher kind of guy.
Hey, so who
Whatever
drove?
works.
Was it
I'm more of an
Brasology?
RPG kind of guy.
Did Brasology drive or did RG drive? Because I heard you guys
Oh my
drove.
god.
He couldn't. I had a pillow in there for him, but he couldn't hit the pedals. So I said, "I'll drive."
Hey, so the brand new Toyotas have this amazing new feature and has this alarm that goes off right before you rear end somebody. Dude, it works really good. I heard it during the entire trip.
He was so scared. I have never been next to a little bitch more bitchy than this guy.
This guy
Are you
was
gonna
on
kill us?
Twitter with one hand, driving with his knee. with
How
the
tall
pillow.
are you? How tall are you, Brasology? Like 5'4"?
No, I'm like 4'8".
Like 4
that makes sense.
Yeah, and I'm like kicking my feet, trying to hit the imaginary brake pedal.
He can't touch the floor though, so he's like, ah!
And like RG is just accelerating into brake lights while on Twitter, and his
while on Twitter,
and then steering with his knee, and he's like, "I'll show you my license, 0 accidents." And then he goes, "Now let me tell you about the story where I T-boned a car on my motorcycle and I ripped off my shoe and got in trouble with the Army or the Marine
Corps, bitch."
Sorry, guys. I'm like 0 accidents, huh? He's all 0 accidents in a car.
I ran my motorcycle into a couple of things, that's for sure.
I was regretting you guys not picking me up, but now after Brasology's tale, I don't know if I regret it so much. But
no, you wouldn't have been as much of a bitch as it wasn't that bad.
I thought it'd be fun. I was like, last minute, I was like, when I found out you guys drove out there, I was like, I could have been talked into going.
Yeah, you would have had a good time.
This is great. Accelerating into brake lights while on Twitter.
I wish I was exaggerating.
Every time I'd pick up the phone, he'd be like, I could see him like getting all nervous, looking over, like one eye on the road, one eye on me.
But my nerds are back. Glad to have you back.
So, Brazology, how did you pay for your ride? Gas, grass, or ass?
Ass. I gave him ass.
He actually didn't.
I didn't. That was rhetorical. I don't want an answer. That was rhetorical.
Your cab driver must be pretty hard up, man.
But yeah, no, I want to say thank you, RG, for driving. RG is freaking so gracious. But
a good time. I gave him I even brought a gun for him too because he didn't bring his own gun, so I bought a gun in there for him. I had this little Derringer about this big.
2 guns. He brought 2 guns. He's not joking. He's like, you get 1 shot with this one. Derringer.
Little Derringer. Was it at least on like the contraption where it comes out of the sleeve?
I brought my 41 Magnum and my 22 Derringer 22 mag Derringer for him. I said, "Here you go, bro. You just sit back. Let me cannon some shit, and then if you got to, you can pop on behind me."
These aren't jokes.
We got Liberty on here, and Liberty is awesome. And I wanted to ask him a question. I wanted to ask him, how do you make so much money? How do you like get into the financial markets and then make a lot of money and teach your kids to do the same thing?
Oh, we just give our money to the kids, but
oh, I know.
That's what rich people do, right?
So what do you do when you have
trusts are for.
16 and dealers showing 10, right? You hit, and then you get a 5, and everyone goes, "Oh my God, you got a 5!" And you're like, "Yeah, that's the way you play the game." So I guess my answer is you just play the game right?
Right. So my question was, do you play with any stocks at all? Never stocks, never nothing mutual funds, none of that. Just Hex.
No, I do individual stocks. I have a ton of individual stocks for years. I mean, I'm much older than you, Benny. So,
And you hand select and hand pick them based on what a good buy they are, right? You don't just let an index fund do it for you.
Right. I pick my own. I mean, it costs nothing, right?
Yep.
You could have a Schwab account or E-Trade account.
And
financial
advice. You got to golf where
important.
Liberty golfs too, because that's where they get all of their advice.
The insider info. You got to buy this. Buy Apple.
There.
Buy
I was going to
Apple.
I'll just go
ahead.
Characters at the club. But everyone thinks they know everything. That's the funniest thing. I mean, you got these 80-year-olds that are like, "I got Disney back in 1940 something, and I still have." And you just look at them like, "I told you guys the stories already." They're like, "Hey, how's your pyramid scheme going?" Right? They always ask me that. I go, "I need better enemies. It's a Ponzi. It's not a pyramid."
Yeah.
If you're gonna offend me, use the right terminology.
Get it right. Your Disney stock is the pyramid. I got the Ponzi. Yeah.
How do you deal with Hex when Hex has done so well from all of your other investments?
You guys, it's a part-time job right now, right? People come out of nowhere and they tap me on the shoulder. "Hey, can I take you to lunch next week?" And I'm like, "Why do you want to take me to lunch?" because now they're starting to listen, right? They're finally, I think when
they didn't want to buy it when it was cheap.
When Hex hits $10, yeah, they'll be like,
oh, they'll be like clamoring.
Isn't
I saw
it
a guy
crazy?
today. He just opened up a Handel's franchise, the ice cream, and he's like, "We need to talk." And I was like,
So are you selling your
crazy?
franchise? It's not worth my time unless you sell your franchise and dump it all into Hex.
Something is in the air where everyone just
different-
started like listening now, right?
It's a foreign word, foreign world to them. I mean, I had a meeting with a estate planner 2 days ago, and they were talking about, do you want to pay taxes on your crypto gains? And next thing you know, I'm being sold, a charitable remainder trust and things like that. And I'm like, these are positive problems, right? I mean, we got to figure out what to do with our stuff. But so then I go ahead and tell them what I'm doing. I show them my Staker app, and you see these, what do we call it, legacy finance people, and they're like, what is that?
What the?
And you're like, oh, this is what we did this year.
You mean how many thousands of dollars turned into how many millions?
Like millions.
Yeah, my Shy Shrimp wallet. So I show my Shy Shrimp wallet.
I got a Tinkering Turtle wallet. Yeah.
And but they look at it and they just can't. You just see it on their face. They're like, "Well, this is going to go to zero. This is," they don't understand because it's not what they're used to. But I was like, "Well, let's deal with our tax problem. We need help." I divorced Bitcoin this year, so I need to figure out what to do about that.
One of you want to mute Matt?
I got him. I just pulled him down.
Okay.
So he can until he can unfuck his shit. Sounded like he was in the bathroom trying to get the paper towel roll to feed him some more.
Like somebody
towel.
was rolling a freaking covered wagon through somebody's house or something.
A dead body or something. I don't know.
Thank you, Liberty. Let Liberty continue. Go ahead.
So RG and I were talking about.
Hold on. What did you just say?
Yeah,
I mean, like, I was really
you're this
into that.
fucking
Benny.
close, Benny. You're this fucking
Benny.
close.
Thank you, Benny,
Sorry,
for the permission.
You guys,
Thank you for the permission
my
to
bad.
allow us to talk.
I actually recognize Benny right now. It's like no time has passed between the last time he was on the stream and this time. I'm like, do you like poker, Benny? Do you like poker?
Yes, I do. I do. You want to play me? I mean, you can play me.
You want to play me? What was that movie? Napoleon Dynamite. You want to play me?
He's just jealous because I talk to
play me?
babes online all day.
Tetherball, baby.
Rounders. It was a movie called Rounders.
Oh,
It was
I
a
love
good-
that
it was a good-
movie.
It was a good one. It was a
Good
good one.
Matt Damon.
Yeah.
So what up?
AB in
What's
the
going on?
Omnicast says RG3 would hear a covered wagon.
That one's for you. Fucking screenshot it there, buddy.
That is awesome.
You guys are all back and you guys are all awake. What's going on?
It's
living the dream, man.
It's good to go to Vegas, not drink, not gamble, and stay up all night, but get a nap in here and there. And it's too hot to go outside, so nobody was outside. It was just it was melting you hot out there.
Nobody told you? Nobody told you Vegas in June?
It's 124 degrees, so just
it
stayed
wasn't
inside.
that bad. It wasn't that bad.
I actually walked the strip for 4 hours on Friday morning.
It's a lot cooler down there, Bursology. It's hotter up top.
RG just runs extra hot. I mean, when we were driving, he had the AC on full blast the entire time, and he was still sweating.
That's what air conditioning is for. It's for turning on. And
I was wearing a sweater, and you just looked at me like, "Are you cold or something?"
He was wearing a sweater in the truck when it's like 100+ degrees outside.
Hex. Something about Hex is that like you set it up for the rest of your life. And as soon as you set it for like 1 year, you set it for the next 6 months, and then the next 6 months, and the next 6 months. That's how I did it. That's why I'm financially free.
Fantastic.
Those staking ladders are.
Dude, I am so glad that we came to the conclusion early that a long and strong staking ladder was the way to go. It's paid off well for me. I think other people have had some other successful strategies, but if doing it all over again, I would just tweak it just a little bit. But for the most part, I think most of us nailed it.
You know what? I've been talking to a lot of people that have been getting in. that are, not as financially mobile as I was when I first got in. So they don't have a lot of money. I've talked to people who've got a lot of money in, and I've talked to people who've got, small amounts of money in. And the suggestion that I gave to them, those people that have to DCA in small amounts is, get yourself a comfortable, 15-year stake started, and then start working yourself back with some stakes, and then set up a staking ladder and go out, depending upon your time horizon, how old you are or whatever, go out 5-10 years. I like the 6-year mark because I just think that kind of puts you in the money at 6 years, because that's past the average staking amount at this point. So I think that puts you in a good spot. So after you've walked yourself back from a 15 into maybe some 3-year stakes, and then start your staking ladder. And your staking ladder is just, like you're putting in a 401k every month, you're going out another month, you're going out another month, you're going out another month. You go out, 6-10 years, and then you just keep backing yourself into a staking ladder until you catch yourself. And then that's when you start taking your gains, you start.
Here's another thing to think about too, guys. We have a future market supply, a way to look at when stakes are coming out. Like we have a way to measure that. So if you're going to throw it out 6 years into the future, which is worked out for many people, not financial advice, it may not work within your time frame and your investment strategy. But here's the deal. If you're going to throw it on, let's say June, and all the stakes in 6 years out are expiring in June, that's probably not a good idea. There's going to be a lot of sell pressure at that point in time. Try to front run everyone in May, or go out till July after everyone's had time to sell all their stakes. So you guys be strategic about these stakes, how you're going to do them.
Yeah, but at the same time, if all those stakes are coming out in June,
I don't know. I didn't hear anything. What did he say?
He just
blah 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 blah.
No, he was trying to. He was discounting what I was saying, so I just thought I'd take it.
I think he had somewhere to be. He had to get somewhere real quick.
I wouldn't worry about having your stakes come out at the same time as a whole bunch of other stakes, because I think that's getting less and less prevalent as being. Yeah, I think so too. Because a year ago we were worrying about that, but now the price is like 10 times higher. So it's like, are you really worried about selling your hex at $9.80 versus, $11.20? I think that most people, as Hex matures and grows and people understand Hex, I think more people are going to not want to give up their shares, and they're going to take small amounts from their stakes and put those shares back out where they can regain their share position. I think that's what Hex is going to turn into.
I'll tell you straight up. I'm never giving up my T-shares. Never. I set them up, and I'm never going to give them up. You know what I'm saying? And let's hear what Liberty has to say.
Hey, Benny, I got bad news for you. Your T-shares will give you up. In
what way? In what way? Oh, don't hurt me.
Well, when they end, they're not yours anymore.
They're not yours. They die.
Yeah. Once your 15-year stakes come due, you cannot stake longer.
Yeah, they're not forever. They're not forever. But
the problem is you're not going to be able to get the same amount of T-shares. You have a 15-year stake in 15 years when that expires. That's even with the interest, you won't be able to get as much T-shares as you had.
Nope.
It's a beautiful thing while you have them. So
the beautiful thing is how big that bag's going to be.
Those of you who have stakes expiring in the next few years, you can stake them longer and gain T-shares, but it's not going to.
But looking at you, you look like you're about 30 years old, so. You're
no,
good
I'm 38.
Till 45. Oh,
38.
You're terrible. But
38 too, Ben.
So 38. Yeah. So you got 48. 50, 52. You'll be 52. They'll be expired, so you have to rebuy. So, but they will give you up.
I probably won't be rebuying, man. Like Hex is probably going to be doing a good thing. So,
here's what I will say: I think you'd be a fool to sell the principal. Interest only is the way to go forward.
That's smart. That's really smart.
Giving up your goose that lays that golden egg just doesn't make sense to me. Just keep collecting those golden eggs.
Yep.
Well, everyone's going to have their own strategy based
Agreed.
on where they are in life. So
That's true.
even if you look now, like 100,000 stake coming out today, maybe you have 180,000 units or so, and you start looking at it, you can't just take the interest and retain the same amount of T shares.
Yeah.
So you have to make your judgment, like, am I going to dig into principal, or how much of it's big payday bonus too, those types of things. You got to figure out what you're going to punt to the back of your ladder and what you're going to drop into your treasury to build and buy the new pirate ship or what have you.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing. Hex
rocks. It's a beautiful thing. It's a great thing.
It is.
It's pretty exciting.
Is. This is what the time value of money really means. This is like the only financial product I've seen where it's like a guaranteed time value of money in the way of the code and getting paid interest in the form of inflation of the coin supply and not having to worry about whether, hey, did this index hit the right amount of profit to get me that right return? No, it's a guaranteed deal. Guaranteed deal that I'll be paid back more Hex at the end of my stake.
Yep. And once you realize the power of Hex, once I realized the power, I don't do anything but 555s. The quadruple fives. That's
going forward. Me too. Agreed.
I can tell you what I did. I played a lot of poker for a lot of years. I built a bankroll. A couple $1 million, and then I saw this thing called Hex, and I decided to move about 2/3 of my whole stack into Hex, and I have some left aside, but I'm happy with anyway. I'm happy.
So Benny's bringing up a great concept, right? So in the world of poker or in the world of betting, you have bankroll, right?
Okay.
You don't play blackjack. You got to have like how many bets, right? 20 times your bankroll, right? To go ahead and to stay at the table for hours, right? So you don't go back to your friends 5 minutes later and say, "Do you have any more money?" And they say, "It's only been 5 minutes." Right?
I've been a winner for a long time.
So you got the idea. Bankroll's important, and there's a lot to be talked about there, but that's pretty brilliant, Benny.
Yeah, I just found Hex and so I couldn't find the same good games I could find in poker. So I saw Hex and I was like, well, I can move my money into Hex and continue the building of my capital. That's it. I mean, that's it. It's that simple. And then I found everybody here, and you guys are awesome. Yeah.
That's
Most
how you
of us.
diffuse Benny.
No.
So good stuff. Hex, someone asked about my divorce with Bitcoin, and I have to give credit to two people, Captain RG3 and Karim, who I hate giving credit to, but
oh, come on.
But I heard great things about Karim at Vegas. So, as cringe as the online streams are, I heard he was just a wonderful guy in person. So
absolutely,
man.
I
do miss meeting him. I heard he's just cool as heck. So
he is ice running through his veins. He's chill.
Awesome.
He's cool. Smiling, hugs, gives the best hugs in the world. Freaking Kareem, come on, man. How you doing? Just smiling.
What a great guy then.
Kareem's
have you not seen the videos?
You put a camera
Liberty?
behind.
Have you not seen the videos of Kareem Liberty? Come on.
You put a camera behind Kareem, and he is like, he turns on like, pow.
Yeah.
But you get it around Kareem.
Yeah, he's
chill.
He's really.
Well, I heard great things about you, Kareem. So looking forward to meeting you.
Yeah.
So, anyways, so those two gentlemen got me to go ahead and pull the trigger back in early May, and it wasn't until after that I realized I had a tax problem. So,
pay
basically,
just pay it off, right?
Taxes are a good thing, right? It means you did something really good.
Yeah.
But it made me think. It made me ponder on Richard's Sense Foundation thing, because there's something about offsetting high tax income rate, right? So now I've been looking at it. I've been talking to the lady at the Sense Foundation. So to be able to, just wipe out that, 50-60% income tax. I live in a messed up state, so it really gets up there.
Communist state.
And to replicate that.
Yes, you do.
God, Mr. Politics up there.
to replicate that with
moving to
capital
Wyoming,
gains
bro.
tax.
I agree with him. I agree with him.
That's where we want you guys, is in the woods.
In the woods, in the shack.
In the shack.
I got a cabin. Got a cabin in the
Replicate
woods.
that with capital gains tax. The offset's beautiful, and I'm not going to say anything, but there's always that outside hope that something comes our way down the track where the math just really makes sense. So I think someone asked about it. I'm going heavy into this.
So you've actually contacted them and talked to them about it.
Yeah, and I'm sending. I'm actually not even sending. Bitcoin's gone, but I'm sending Ethereum. I'm sending a ton of Ethereum to go ahead and offset.
That's cool. Hey, Ross, F you, bro. F you.
I like Ross.
Just want to throw that out. I'm not even going to throw your comment up on stream. So, Rated Hex did offer $5 to us as a sacrifice to the
Thank
stream.
you, Liberty.
And he did ask what everybody's strategy is going to be for the sacrifice for Pulse. So, does anyone want to expound on what they plan on doing? Or you don't have to give exact numbers or anything, but is there a percentage of your stack you guys are giving off? Or
I'm happy to say mine. I'm happy. So I'm doing half and half. I'm going half Pulse, half Hex. As in, I'm sacrificing half of my Hex for Pulse, and then the other half I'm just keeping. So I try to keep it simple, and that's what I'm doing. That's it.
Cool. Well, I'm going to do half and half, and then I'm going to dump on your guys' heads at the height of the Hex price. That's what I'm going to do. Create those tax liabilities that Liberty's talking about. That's what I'm going to do.
Damn it.
I have a certain number of...
Can I go again? Can I go again?
Yeah.
Changing your strategy?
Fuck this.
I have a certain number of Hex I plan on sacrificing, and I have a certain amount of Bitcoin I plan on sacrificing, and that's going to be that.
I hope all of it.
Nope. I'm actually going to keep most of it just to prove you wrong, Captain. Okay. How about that?
It's around your ankle like a sack of rocks, buddy. Jumping on it.
All right. Well, I have a secondary wallet with Hex in it that I'm going to sacrifice, and I also got a airdrop for 1 inch that I didn't even know that I was entitled to. Nice. I'm gonna sacrifice that too.
Yeah.
So
and I'm going to be nice because I'm not going to tell you what I'm going to do because I'd be lying to you guys because I'm not telling you guys what I'm doing. So I don't want to lie. So
yeah, don't lie. Don't lie.
Have fun. Have fun. It's going to be a blast.
It is going to be a blast. It is going to be a blast. Just for disclaimer out there, before I get hung from a tree by everyone here for saying I'm going to dump on all your heads, most of my almost like 99% of my Hex is staked over 15 years. So there's not going to be a whole lot I can dump on anyone.
He cries to me every day about how he wants some more money so that he can buy some more Hex.
I'm trying so hard, but I just can't.
Selling everything.
I just can't push people as fast as I want to move. So
I think it's a great idea to buy more Hex. As soon as you have some extra money, just buy some more Hex. That's what I'm doing.
Baby. Hex is our baby.
Yep.
Yeah, it is.
I'm buying more and I'm staking more.
Dude, I'm sold. I mean, look what it's done so far. And I think Big Pep's got the best outlook on things. Like, look how many X's it's done. Another 10X is nothing from here.
It's moved too well in a very shaky market. I mean, this was a very strange bull run. It came off of a big dump. It went to monster, heights, and then it dumped 40+%, and now it's sitting here wiggling weird. And Hex has not been affected one bit. It's done exactly what it was built to do. You watch Whales and he shows you, look, the chart says it's going to go from here to here, and now it's here, so it's doing what it was built to do. It's not even looking at crypto. Crypto is not affecting it. Bitcoin is not affecting it. It is doing its own thing. And I've never seen anything launch and work as flawlessly as Hex has in the year and a half. No crypto has ever done that. I don't give a fuck what crypto you want to show me.
Yep.
None of them have done that. None of them. And Hex has been flawless. And that right there should be a hint and a half for everybody in crypto's ass that Hex is going to destroy everything in crypto.
No rug pulls, 100% uptime, even more so than Ethereum itself. So I think it's if it doesn't have a good enough track record for those, then they're setting an impossible standard that no other coin out there can match.
So we have a problem. We have a problem because Hex is too good. It's too good.
I think so too.
Yeah,
it almost needs to have a critical failure for everyone to believe it's actually crypto.
It's really not a crypto. It really is. It's going to change it. Like I keep saying, it's changing crypto. I want everybody to see what just happened here, and the fact that Liberty even said it is a testament. Look, Liberty is. I don't want to dox him, but he's a successful man. Out here in Southern California, to be as successful as Liberty is, you've worked your ass off. You've done the right things. You've made the right moves, and this is a smart man.
Somebody.
He's a smart man with his money.
He knows where all the
I know guys like him. I'm not a guy like him. I'm a working guy. I've worked my life away, but Liberty has done the right work and done the right investments, and he has set himself up properly. So he has smart guy investments. He has smart guy money, and he was smart by investing in Bitcoin. He was, and he held a lot of Bitcoin, and he held it, in a wise way. For him to say, don't forget, he did marry. Yeah, he had married
he
above
definitely married up. There's no doubt about that.
He punched over his head on that for sure. But
and he even had to answer that back. Nothing wrong with marrying well. That's right. He's a smart man.
And hanging out at the golf course, at the right golf course, not the 9-hole, but that at the real club,
not Camelot,
where you get like not Camelot.
You guys are mean.
Not where he's where you get $30 salads and shit, right? So for him to say that, hey, look, I've liquidated my Bitcoin position.
Yeah,
I'm doing the smart thing and getting into Hex. That speaks volumes because Liberty is not your average freaking Joe that's out there in crypto. He is a smart investor, and for him to have done that is a testament to Hex. It is.
Yep.
It's a testament to you, man. You guys taught me a lot of things about Bitcoin. I just forgot about that stuff. I held it since 2013 and just never thought I'd sell it. So, it hurt. It was kind of a divorce. It was like, I can't believe, like fat fingering the button, right?
I can't believe you did it either, because you were like, when we first met, you were like, look, my man, I'm in Hex, but this is my Bitcoin position and it's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
I said, but you got to get rid of that shit, man.
Don't want Liberty. RG3 and Good Text are making fun of me and my Bitcoin too. They're like, you're married to your Bitcoin. I'm like, fuck you. I am married to it. I fucking like it.
No, it's good.
That's my first love.
There's a time and place for everything. And about marrying well, right? Same girls are in each pool, right? They got the hot ones on this side, the hot ones on that side. You got the dumb ones on this side, the dumb ones on that side. You might as well fish in this pond, right? So there's my theory on marrying well.
Which pond is that?
The pond, Benny.
So the pond, the women that like kind of take care of themselves, right?
The women that realize they don't need a man.
Got it. Just had to ask. That's all.
What's up, Randy? Randy Hilarski in the house.
So I love Randy.
Yeah, I just talked to Randy today. We had a killer conversation.
Randy's been killing it on those rooftop videos.
Rooftop
Man, he's been killing it. Motivating as hell.
Who was that? Who did
Before we go to that, it's okay, Liberty. Just make some more wagon noises so RG3 thinks someone is stealing his car and has to check his driveway. Sorry, I just got a kick out of that.
Yeah, he just got himself put in timeout. That's what he did. You're making old man jokes there, buddy.
But Randy, you are killing it with the rooftop musings, brother. I appreciate you.
Yes,
Randy's awesome. Everything he's ever done.
I agree.
Big fan of Randy.
Randy's a badass. He will kick your government in the balls.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, big fat Randy here.
He will kick your government in the balls. Square in the nuts.
Damn. I love Randy. He teaches people how to go to Panama and do all kinds of things. It's great.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, he's in Panama. Richard got mugged in Panama.
He didn't know Randy. That's why.
That's right. You got to learn how to use these hands. You got to get your hands right, you know. RG3 knows. He grew up in the hood.
Yeah,
get your hands right.
Sort of
anyway.
did.
That's about to get me wrecked from the stream.
So I was talking to my wife about you tonight. I took her to dinner and I was telling her about RG and I was like, "Do you remember K-Rock? Do you remember Kevin and Bean?" And she finally put 2 and 2 together. Who the heck you are?
Oh,
You're like
shit.
a celebrity. You're like a celebrity to us. She's like,
yeah,
that
those were the days back there, man.
I'm like, that's the guy. We should listen to him in traffic every day. Hey, where's RG3?
Yeah, I had a different name back then, but I'm not gonna.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna.
I don't want
to
to say it either. So
yeah, but yeah, my radio name.
You're a celebrity.
Crash.
Hey, thanks.
I'm sure everybody.
That was also his porno name too. That's
You're a celebrity, dude.
We're still waiting for people to come up with that video. That
Great
Girls
show.
Gone Wild knockoff.
Nobody found it. Nobody found it.
Girls Gone Wild knockoff.
I floated the idea of visiting you though in August or September out in your on your island. So, and she might be okay with that. So,
oh, that's cool. No, I even there are lots of people that actually that were not game to go out there that are actually wanting to go look at. It's like as people's bags start to grow.
Yeah,
they're like, that looks like a nice option is to go on out there. How is it that you're doing it? So people are actually asking me.
I know we're already planning on doing this, guys, but we should really put together a concerted effort for like nailing down a date when a bunch of us respectable Hexicans can go look at this island with their spouses together.
Well,
Let me clarify. We're going to be on the all-inclusive part of the island. We might spend an hour or two with you.
Yeah.
The rest of the time, you can come hang out at the all-inclusive.
So I'm moving to a different side of the island than the main, than San Juan. I'm going on the other side of the island where it's a little bit different,
The San Mar side.
Rincon side, so northwest side, yeah.
Well, so San Juan is northwest, but it's not as west as what I think you're saying you're going.
No. San Juan is like northeast.
Mm-mm. Been on the island, bro.
Okay.
Been on the island.
RG, what are you looking at? Like, are you looking at Puerto Rico, like retiring in Puerto Rico area?
Doxed again.
Curious.
Doxed again.
Read them.
One of these days, yeah. One of these days.
Well, forget about that. Go ahead, continue. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt.
No, but we think it'd be fun to come out there for vacation and spend a little time with Gary and you and Big K. I love to see Big K. I heard nothing but great things too. So,
dude, solid
party.
Man.
Now I know why they call him Big K. He does everything real big.
Yeah.
That penthouse party he put together.
Yeah.
The nines, baby, and it was chill. It was a lot of fun. Everybody was comfortable and fed and drinked and all. It was a really good deal.
That was that was one of the chillest house or like parties that I had been to. That was just like at like a house, I guess you could say, like a house party almost. Yeah. Whatever.
Penthouse.
Brasology, you just survived between life and death, and I'm glad you're here with us.
I made it. Freaking RG almost killed me, but I made it.
Thank you for making it. You rock.
Liberty, you mentioned Gary a minute ago. I just want to let everybody know Gary called me, got in touch with me today and told me that he's doing better. Thank everybody. Hex Monkey saved him from dying. Guys, like literally, when I saw Gary on Saturday,
it was scary.
I was scared. I was scared for Gary because he looked like he was literally going to die. We had this like VIP room and we sat him in there on the couch, and he was like staring off into space. Like at any minute he was going to fall over dead.
Is he doing all right now, Gary?
He's doing all right now. we did have to. Hex Monkey took him and kind of stayed with him while he was in bed, like bedridden. They had to get a B&B and take care of him, and Hex Monkey stayed with him, made sure he was all right.
Hey, guy, let's talk to A guy. What's up, man? You still there? You still there?
Feel better, Gary. Feel better.
So Gary's doing better now, and
sitting there for a minute.
Happy to hear it.
What the fuck is wrong with this guy?
Why is he talking over you, man?
Did they say what it was? Was it the jab, or I mean?
Yeah, it was the jab.
It was so he got the jab, and I guess he said it's like they told him 5% of people get what he got, and he got
only 5%,
he got sick.
Not 10% or 15.
Yeah, he went out, man. It was not good. And then but Hex Monkey took care of him. He's better now. He's doing all right. But Gary said, man, he thought he was going to die. He really did think he was going to die.
Yeah, he looked really bad. I was the one sitting next to him in that VIP room, and I'm just wondering, is this guy going to pass out? And we're going to have to catch him or something? It was bad.
Yeah. It was too bad too, because it was, right in the middle of the whole thing, and he just fell out. So, but he's doing better. He's doing better.
Thanks, Hex Monkey, for saving Gary's life.
And you know what's funny? Do you remember the first time those two had interaction where Gary came on and Hex Monkey came on and he had the funding gym name on his, it was during the 24 hour, and it said funding gym, and he was busting on him. You don't remember that?
I do remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, he busted on Gary pretty hard, and then those two ended up becoming pretty good friends. It's kind of cool. It's cool.
Hex Monkey's a cool dude.
Yeah,
and it was all in good spirit, but it was who is this guy coming out of the blue, just giving our guy a hard time? But then, yeah, he ended up being a really cool guy. So I'm glad to have Hex Monkey. We got such quality people here in the Hexican community.
Yeah, I spent quite a bit of time with Hex Monkey in Vegas because he's expressed an interest in Arizona previously. So we just had a lot to talk about. It was good.
I gotta pull something up on the screen here for you guys to see. I think people may have seen this. Let's see. Hold on a second.
Is that RG's? What is it called? The Morse code.
Great interview, RG3 on Monday. I don't know if you guys talked about that, but that was one that I sent to all of my peeps. That interview was awesome.
So we have a new Hex toy. Yes. It is the Hexo.
Yes.
With pizzas. If enough of these are bought, and then you see the lemons down there in the bottom.
Oh, that's what that is.
So that is the Hexologist doll.
Very nice.
For real, if we buy enough of these, they actually make the toys. So if we buy enough of the NFTs, they actually make the toy itself. So
do you know what number we have to get to?
I'm not sure. You got to get half of the NFTs purchased before they print these things. So yeah, that's the. We'll have to figure out the numbers, but I'll ask Cy from Hex Toys what to do there. So everybody go check out Hex Toys. He's got NFTs of Richard. He's got a couple of them of Richard. He's got Richard all buffed out, bring your heroes here to die action figure, and a couple others. Yeah, go check out Hex Toys. He's got some cool.
The Captain Richard, and then the Candelabra Richard. So yeah. He's got two different Richards.
All right. The beautiful thing about Hex is that you don't have to do anything about it. You just stay alone. I'm alone, and I just make money. That's it.
So I was saying, RG, that interview on Monday, I just heard it yesterday finally on the replay. Great interview.
That was with
someone that didn't understand and really wanted to learn. There's a lot of good nuggets in there.
Yeah, he did another one with Nicole today, I think, and yeah, he was picking up what we were saying, it seems, and he was interested. So we'll see how that goes. But hopefully that'll help onboard newer people.
He asked good questions, right? So there's someone that comes in, asks good questions, they get the answers they're looking for, and it gives us an opportunity to share these things. It's when you get folks that don't ask good questions, So this guy came from a little bit of understanding, and he just like teed you up a lot of the time. It's like, explain this to me, and you're able to come on it.
Was that no? That was Tuesday, right? That was Crypto Lodge.
It was Monday.
Was it Monday?
You're on Tuesday Kinetics.
Yeah, I'm on Mondays. You're on Tuesdays.
But you did a stream right after mine that same day.
Network. We've been doing this for
but it was not your stream. It was his stream that you were on. So perhaps you don't remember that. I know you're old and you need your Prevagen.
Y'all play game.
Hey, don't bag on Prevagen. That's fighting words.
Send them.
Don't bag on Prevagen. Yeah, what are you messing with my Prevagen for? I smoke that shit.
Them's fighting words right there.
Send them my direction. Send them my direction, and I'll teach them. I'll teach them the ins and outs.
Let me write that down.
Ins and outs.
Let me write that down. I'm
not going to let him do this to himself again. I'm not going to let him do this to himself again.
I don't want to forget what you're saying here. Let me write that down.
It was uncomfortable and unfair last time. Well, I don't want him to do it again. So that's that. Thanks, Benny. Appreciate you, bro.
Good times, Benny.
Go take a nap.
He changed.
I didn't. You know what I want to say too? That I didn't see any of the Hexicans get like stupid shit faced,
obnoxious.
They're right. Coffee is always on the edge, but
Archie,
he's like that normally.
I heard something about a bottle like came down on.
Someone spilled their drink on you.
It wasn't a bottle. So we're sitting in this.
On your head?
We're sitting in this booth, right? And there's a whole bunch of us in this booth. Corey, the investor, had paid for it for all of us and had bottle service and the whole thing. Thanks again, Corey. What an awesome freaking guy. Anyway, because that stuff ain't cheap. Holy shit, it ain't cheap down there. I can't fuck clubbing anymore. Good God, how do you guys club with this shit? So they were sitting there, and above us was like, there was a whole nother row up. There was a wall behind where we were sitting, and then it was a row of people like 2 stories up above us. They were way the hell up there and had, a glass wall there. And they were hanging out with their drinks. I'm like, it'd be sucky if somebody dropped something from there. Well, sure as shit, later on during the evening, all of a sudden, just kaboom, right on top of my head. Somebody dropped a whole drink on me, and like gin or whatever it was, all down my back, all over me. And it exploded. So everybody got pieces of it, but it landed literally like right on my head. And it was kind of a perfect shot. So I think maybe, it could have been an accident, but maybe somebody dropped it down on my head. I don't know. Coffee thought it was intentional, so he posted up.
Do you think it was Bitcoin maxis that did something like that, or
they didn't look like anything like they knew what Bitcoin was? Just to be honest, who they were, they didn't look like. I don't think they held any crypto, to be honest.
They were just aiming for the bandana,
and they blasted me right on the head. It made me nice and cool though. It was cool and refreshing, but I did smell like a bottle of gin, and I had to stop Coffee from hurting himself or whatever. But he's a good dude, man. He was going to protect his uncle, that's for sure.
Oh, and then we found out after the fact that it was the defensive team of the Raiders. They were there. That's what it was that dropped the drink on your head.
I forget who it was. No, there was some famous DJ or something there that was spinning on the thing. So we went and saw this guy. I forget what his name, Ross or something. I don't know what his name is.
Ross Hex? I know that guy.
No, I don't know who this guy was. I'm not hip to whatever the scene is, so I didn't know who he was, but everybody knew who the guy was.
They were scratching all them old records. It was a tragedy.
Don't they know they're gonna ruin them?
What's this noise going on in here? This isn't music. What is this shit?
You have to lift the needle.
But you know what I didn't understand was the flex. Like, nightclubs in my day, when I was going to nightclubs, you were there to, mingle, pick up on women, talk, hang out, drink, dance, the whole thing. This was like, get in your corner, flex your shit. Your girls were dancing in your booth, And then bottle service, he who had the most sparklers, most girls coming out with lights in the bottom of the bottles was the guy who won that moment. And it was like they took a page out of that. That's what you used to do in Tijuana. Like you go to Tijuana and they come out with the whistles and tequila bottles, and they'd flash lights and slam the tequila down your throat and shake your head and do all that shit. So that seemed like that's kind of where they got this idea from, but they were flexing, and then all of a sudden they'd throw $1 bills out all over the place, and the $1 bills go flying all over the place, and it was like that was the table flex. Oh, by the way, that's what really pissed everybody off was after they dropped the drink on my head, somebody tossed like 21s down on us, like threw a bunch of money down, and that pissed that's when everybody got pissed off, and Coffee was like, that's it, I'm fucking motherfuckers up. And that's what happened. So everyone's throwing $1 bills. There's $1 bills all over the place. Everybody's throwing $1 bills all over the place. So
that sounds awesome.
I know. I'd be like, sweet.
Yeah, I was like, man, do I pick them all up or what, man? That's some fucking hex down there, man.
It's a litmus test in the club. If you pick up the $1 bills, they know you're poor.
Damn, RG3 got tarred and feathered.
That's what it felt like. That's what it felt like.
Yeah, it's a flex thing. It's the clubs aren't what they used to be when I was back in the day when I used to go clubbing. So been a long time for me, well over a decade for me.
Yeah. It's been a few decades for me. Shit. Oh my gosh. But hey, anyway.
How are they different? A lot less cocaine or what?
Yeah, I didn't
what
see
happened in the clubs stayed in the clubs, all right, bro?
Yeah, why you got a front like that, dude?
Dude, don't you know? Do you not have any understanding of how these social constraints work, bro? Come on, man.
Come on.
Live on stream in front of people we know.
Jeez,
like my grandma's watching and shit, man.
Oh, come on. KNTX was doing his sprinkler.
The shopping cart, the Q-tip, and throw it away. And throw it away.
Drug shopping cart? I remember that one.
Another shopping cart, yeah.
This one. No, you don't. No, you don't.
He's Chicago. Big K was telling me stories about this incident, and he was like, "Yeah, he's down. He's a Chicago boy. He was going to get himself hurt. Bro.
He wasn't acting like he was going to go. Coffee was going to go. I literally had to stop him, and he almost turned his fury on me, but then he stopped. He was like, "Oh shit, don't hit me," he said. I go, "Why?" He goes, "That would hurt."
I heard the boys had some game. They were bringing in the ladies.
Oh my God! Don't even get me started there. Don't even get me started. So we got all these crypto geeks. And none of them are ugly. None of them are ugly guys. We've got
except me.
Timmy, come on.
Oh. I think you're beautiful, Timmy B.
Oh, thanks, man.
That's because I know the inside of you.
Hey.
So
the inside of Tim.
So Kareem, bless his little heart, got 2 cabanas, with jacuzzis. Now this is in the club.
Yeah.
So Kareem buys these cabanas for everybody. This is like $7,000 for these things, right? And the food and the drinks and the whole thing, right? And so everybody's up there. All of our guys are there talking to each other, talking to each other. So I go, Coffee, we got to fix the situation, bro. This is just, these guys have zero game. Zero fucking game, right?
Except him.
So me and Coffee walk out, and the first 2 young ladies we see, Coffee's like, "Hey," and we're like, "Ladies, would you like to come up?" We've got some and so our line was, "Oh, what are you guys?" Well, we're tech millionaires. Oh, really? So we brought them up to the and they got sucked into the party, like, girl. So then went back out, grabbed 6 more, and brought them up to these guys. And I after about 6 or 8 of them we brought up, it was like, let them have at it, and they scared them all away. And
but didn't like a couple of those girls get coffee kicked out of the club?
Eventually, yeah. We don't have to talk about that.
I didn't know anything about that. Now you're going to tell me in the green room today. All about that.
You can't take misogyny anywhere.
Dude, I mean, come on, man.
They were already
what happens like in Vegas stays in Vegas.
There's like certain stories you tell, and then there's the other ones you just kind of.
And the other details aren't important.
Motley told this story because I actually wasn't at the club. Here's the story.
Yeah, because they didn't invite you because you tell everyone on air what happened.
Right. So nobody wants you there.
That's what happened. Oh, come on, RG. That's so mean. And no, here's actually what happened. So I went to the club and I arrived there with RG. RG went ahead of me. And then I was hanging out with Maddie for a minute. Then me and El Hexidente, we started to go in. And I find like Motley and Yashdeep and all them. And all of a sudden, they're just talking about, hey, all the Hexicans need to go to this area. We're going to take you over to the side entrance. So me and El Hexidente start following them. And this happens to be the table entrance. And me and El Hexidente didn't realize that. We just thought we were following the Hexican party. And so they start going in, and all of a sudden they're like, you have a table? I'm like, a what? And they're like, you can't come in. I'm like, oh, my bad. So I kind of got led to a stray. And so I just kind of went back and hung out with Maddie for a while, and then I took off. I actually didn't even go into the club. I was like, it's not really my thing. But I thought that was kind of funny.
I know. Girls scare you. It's cool, though, bro. We love you, bro.
I got cooties.
He's got the psychological scars.
You don't have to feel bad, Briz. The club's not really my scene either, so it's all good.
I'm a millennial. I don't talk to people in person.
Yeah, right.
I'm going to tell you, the clubs aren't many Hexican scene. I'm just going to let you know that. It's not many of their scene. It was not, they were not proving themselves to me. But I guess I don't know how clubs operate anymore. But I didn't see what was supposed to be happening there, and, sorry, guys, but, you can call me old all you want, but I've got game, man. I've had game for many, many years, and I didn't see any of it getting played there by that group. So, anyway.
Yeah, Mrs. RG3 would have kicked his butt.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. She knows I can't score no more. It's over with for me.
It's done.
But in my day.
Back before I yelled at kids for walking on the lawn.
My opening line of, excuse me, miss, do you know what trustless interest is?
Really?
I
thought yours was more along the lines of, I thought the Brizology line was more along the lines of, hey, smell this rag. Does this smell like chloroform to you?
That's a good one.
Hey, let's just put it this way. The second hour was free. Those who know.
But it
for a little bit.
It was sad. But it was what it was. So I was like, okay.
Answer me this. So when I saw that he was getting the cabanas with the hot tubs, but they won't let you come in board shorts, I'm like, so how does that all supposed to play out in the club?
You know what? It was a trap, bro, because that, I was waiting. I'm like, somebody's going to get too drunk. It was right there where we were standing.
You could easily fall in.
Like, that was like, somebody's going to fall in that motherfucker.
Yeah.
And it didn't happen, but man, it was close.
Well, I just don't understand. So obviously no one was swimming because they won't let you come in trunk. They only want the girls in the hot tub. Or what?
It was for looks. It was just for looks. Actually, this club wasn't like the second club we went to where Corey was running the show. There was the girls dancing up on stage, the whole thing. I mean, like professionals. Like these girls were professionals. They were choreographed and all that. But there, they didn't have any of that there. So it was just, there wasn't they didn't have them on display like they have at the other clubs. But, and there was just, the ratio at that place was just horrendous.
More guys, huh?
The Hexican group was just, I mean, there was a 0 ratio. Like Hexo's wife was there. That was it. That was like, it was so sad.
Yeah, all the women were wives.
Yeah, it was
actually Nerd Girl was there because I was talking to her for about 15 minutes.
She was.
And I even helped repair her top at one point.
To talk about that.
Oh my goodness. Anyway, that is very noble of you, sir. Thank you, Timmy Benjamin, for protecting our own. Appreciate that.
He's like, would you like
it's
would you like a Mentos?
Fix things for freaking living.
All right, fair enough. That sounds good. So this Battlefield Las Vegas, that was pretty sweet. It looked like, except for it looked like a sausage fest watching other people drive the tank. It's like, I thought you all were going to get a chance to drive a tank.
Well, they actually had 2 tank driving sessions. Maddie, Kareem, and whoever was, I can't remember who was driving. But Maddie and Kareem and somebody else was driving.
Maddie's dad was driving the tank.
And then after that, we had myself. I can't even remember who was on the tank with me. I almost passed out though, yelling and screaming on the top of that thing. So yeah, that was fun though. We had a good time.
And the time you practiced it beforehand. I mean, that's a lot of yelling.
Yeah, that's a lot of. It's no wonder your voice gave out. I mean, 3 tries was good enough. I mean,
I don't know. I don't understand what you're talking about. I don't get it.
All your rehearsals?
What rehearsals?
Those weren't off the cuff. Come on, bro. Don't lie to us.
I jumped up on that tank and I fucking yelled at everybody. That's what I did.
Good man. It's a revolution.
It's a revolution.
He rehearsed that speech like 5 times in the car on the way there.
In the room.
I'm just joking. No, just kidding.
His sweater heard it at least 3 times. So
yeah. That was just straight up. That was straight up tank underneath my feet, getting me crazy.
Right,
it's something about standing on a tank, man. You're just like, you ain't talking shit to me, buddy. Ain't nobody. You got nothing on me right now. I'm standing on an Abrams freaking tank, man. Come on, bring it. But you know what it was, you know, I saw all the Hexicans there, and they were out in front, and I'm like, this crowd's bigger and more excited than the Bitcoin convention crowd. And I'm going to fire these guys up way better than Peter McCormick did coming out on that stage.
Oh, brother.
And dude, that's what I wanted to contrast that. You know what I mean? I wanted to contrast that and say, hey guys, get out here. Let's show them what passion is. Let's show them, you know, what off the cuff, how we feel about what it is that we're doing and how we feel about who we are and how we feel as a community, how we feel about Hex. And, you know, and that's what I wanted to drive home was, you know, man, we're impassioned and we're here to make some noise, and we're here to show everybody that this is real and show real emotion from everybody out there, you know, and they did, and it was awesome. And the whole weekend was like that because every time you met somebody, you just saw real people, and they were just, they got it. They got you. They understood what you were doing. It was just so cool to be able to connect with people like that, and realize that even though we got all this fun and everything going on out in the internet world, and all we do is ever talk to each other on 2D, that it just made it real, and it was just solidified it, man. And that moment right there was just like, for me, it was the culmination of everything finally coming together. Like, here we are, the revolution's starting. We're going to change crypto for the better and fix the money, and the money's going to fix the world. And that's just how I felt, you know, because I literally right now, clear as day, see Hex changing crypto, because all of the other stuff can't. All of the other stuff has failed. All of the other methods have failed. All the other methods have been a circus act and a scam and a PT Barnum show. It's just been ridiculous of what they've been doing out there. And Hex is literally changes crypto. It changes the whole mindset. It puts it back to what it was supposed to be for what was really supposed to happen. It really brings, innovation to what Bitcoin started and what Ethereum started. And Richard did it. And they just don't want to believe it right now. They just can't believe that they're getting front run like this, and that a bunch of ragtag freaking pirates and doctors and streaming monkeys are taking over the crypto space where they've got production crews and all. Did you guys see the picture of BitBoy's production crew the other day? He has this hundreds of thousands of dollars of equipment and set and all these people behind him working on it. And that's his crew. I'm like, man, it's me and this green rag behind me and a button to push on my computer. And I got to do this every day and make sure that it's set up every day. And nope, there isn't anybody other than Knipples here helping me, and he's doing his deal and I'm doing my deal. And imagine if we had that quality. Imagine if we could come to the public like that, and what we can do with a real message, with real products. They don't have what we have. And as soon as we get to that next level, as soon as we bring the production quality and we start to get numbers and we start to gain on them and get virality.
We're turning down $1 million agreements to pump some shitcoin like he claims that he does, but he takes the money. Let's be honest. We know he takes the money.
Of course he does.
We don't need that. We
don't need it. We've never taken a dime, and nobody's ever offered us a dime other than inside the community, people wanting to help. Hey, I can't come on stream. I don't feel comfortable, but I do want to help. I want to put some money into it. Yep. Help boost the production quality. Help, get a microphone, get a camera. Help get out. I mean, guys, the things that are coming. We have meetings this week with some serious people in the industry that we're going to bring in, because it is getting to a point where we don't get paid for this. We don't take the money for this, but it goes right back into production. And we've got people coming in that are going to help us with our advertising, with our algorithms. Some serious players, like professionals that are out there working at. I can't even say where they're working, but anyway, they're top of the heap people, and they're coming to us, and they're going to help us bring the quality of our streams up and the network. And it's time for crypto to know who we are and what this community is about, and to really understand what crypto is supposed to look like. And we're going to take over. I have no doubt in my mind that we are going to take over, that Hex is going to take over Bitcoin's position, that Pulse is going to take over the chain's position, and that this community is going to start becoming the influencers of crypto. No doubt in my mind, none whatsoever. And that's what that speech on that tank was about. I get it now. I know who we are and where we're going. I have the vision. I see what's going to happen, and isn't anything that can stop it. Just like nothing could stop Bitcoin when it got turned on, nothing can stop Hex, and nothing is going to stop Pulse, and damn sure ain't nothing going to stop this community from taking off. No way, no how. None of those fake influencers are going to take our positions. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, a lot of people are going to Vegas and they see that, we're real people. We all have a real history. Each and every one of us is unique, blah, 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 blah. And that really kind of helps solidify, the investment of Hex, and that they're in this with other people. And actually, this show, the Discourse Syndicate, was the thing that did the same thing for me. That solidified my, my foundation into Hex, But so I just wanted to say, this show did for me what Vegas, I believe, is doing for other people.
Yeah, I think this is all the culmination of a lot of work, right? I mean, there's some old fables that talk about we're here because we're standing on the shoulders of those that came before us, right? Yeah. So, and I think it just continues to grow. It's one thing to go ahead and tell the world that we're going to take over the world, but I think Hex kind of shows it too. Like, it almost doesn't need to be said. I mean, we're the number 4 crypto right now, right? I
No,
mean, it's
yeah.
kind of we talk with our actions, we talk with the chart, we talk with our ideas and our concepts. I love the passion too from RG. I love Hexo and everyone coming forth, but we stand on the shoulders of those that came before us, and there will be folks that come after us we haven't even met yet, and virality will come eventually, but the product stands on its own. I mean, it talks for itself.
And that's you know, when you say stand on the shoulders of those that have come before, well, we're the ones that came before everybody, and it is, look, I don't have to do this. I don't have to do this. I can go off into the sunset, find my beach, put my toes in the sand, and call it done. But I want to build something for the Hex community that is built on I want a solid foundation. I want to turn something over to the new people coming in so that we are the influencers, that the community is the influencers, and that somebody doesn't come in here with a bunch of money and try and buy it and try and make something from people who are paid shills. I want the passionate community members that from the beginning, that learned from all of us, that are part of us, that believe in this thing like we do, to come in and build it and and get stronger. I know that there's going to be smarter and better and stronger influencers that come into this space, but I want to give them a foundation to stand on and shoulders to stand on.
Agreed.
That's the goal here. I don't want, this is not my money-making platform idea. For damn sure. We make nothing off of this, but I want it to be strong, and I want it to survive, and I want it to be here for Hexicans to come after and continue to bring this message to the world. Crypto is going to change the world, and I think that crypto needs to be changed by Hex. I think Hex can change crypto, crypto can change the money, and the money being changed can change the world. That is really what I believe, and I think that it is our obligation to make sure that we build a foundation from this community to help to be the ones that actually market Hex to the world.
You know, Johnny Chaos said on stream the other night that there's 3 whales. If they work together, they could push the price to Hex to $100 right now if they wanted to. I mean, that's the kind of potential that we have here. And if we're going to experience that kind of price appreciation, we do need to have a galvanized community that's not just going to turn around and give up their position right away because the prospect of getting rich. It's like we got something really substantial here.
Yep.
So RG, the meetup that you were talking about, or you guys are arranging for March, is that going to be the meetup?
What are you talking about? I'm not meeting up in March. I haven't set anything up in March.
Okay, I thought you and Maddie were working on the next meetup.
No. I think Maddie put something out there maybe prematurely, and it's 9 months is a tall order to get something together. So I think that I think that's what he came on tonight to kind of say, hey, he came on earlier and said, hey, we've got some decisions to make first before we just start jumping out there with dates. Okay. So there's a lot of work that needs to be done. We have a team of people. So I want to throw a shout out to Tony and his brother Louis. They helped us as a team put all of the Vegas stuff together. They're connected like nobody's business out there. I love the way those guys do business. The respect and the help that we got as Hexicans from their team of people and all the people that they hooked us up to was phenomenal. I mean, literally, like, hey, Mr. RG, what can we do? They had limos come pick us up one time, and I said, hey, would you guys mind going all the way back and just making sure there's no stragglers? No problem. We'll go and we'll wait. And they went back and got stragglers, and I mean, just everybody was just the nines. When we had the karaoke night, the owner of that bar, he owns like 15, 20 bars in Vegas. And he's like, anything you guys want. He gave us 2 VIP rooms, full stock. I mean, just good people all around, took care of us. They want to help us in the future. So we've got good contacts, a good team, for next year. We don't know what the dates are yet or how everything's going to be set up. So we've got some meetings. Tomorrow's going to be our first kind of get together. And we're going to talk about details, and we're going to bring it to the community too. It's not like we're going to make all the decisions. We're going to go to the leadership within the community. We're going to go to the community, ask questions, find out what people want, and then we're going to make a new meetup convention festival. It's going to be something that culminates in all of us getting together and all of us having what consensus of the community is and what we want as far as the next meetup. So it's going to be awesome. We're going to have.
There's going to be a lot of planning because we're going to do it right. We're gonna make sure going forward here, guys. This is a legit product. That was a fun meetup, but we're going to do legit legit conferences going forward here.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
Well, this is going to be done right on the right scale with the right professionalism and the right connections.
I like what you're saying, Kinetics, but also, we don't just have to do things because Bitcoin's done stuff before us, right? The meetup was absolutely phenomenal. What you guys just did, and then what was done earlier last year on camera, on webinar, those have been two real classy things. And I think you got a lot more out of people hanging out and just being with each other than someone being on a stage yelling, and putting on a show, right? There's a difference between promoting and
an
fraud,
empty crowd,
right? So
I think there has to be a better balance than just having like a boring ass, like you said, breakout session convention, and you got to have a healthy balance of all of it, and but you're right, the power in just the meetup itself, the people coming together, was really where all the power was. That's everybody right. Just clinking glasses, shaking hands, hugs. That was the magic right there. That was all the magic. And it had nothing to do with any breakout session or any speech that was done. It was the hugs and high fives that did it all. And
it sounds like
this
you
was
guys
in the
separated
slump,
too.
actually.
It sounds like you guys separated too. Like you guys went in your own directions. Like got folks hung out to get clustered together and did things they wanted. And maybe you went to a different restaurant in front of the the Bellagio water show, and somebody else went to Frontier Street.
Too many people.
There was too many people. Yeah, there was too many people for us all to get together in one place. But see, and it's like that kind of thing can be powerful too. So like having a banquet would be really nice. Everybody in the same room, clinking glasses and sitting down and having dinner together. That would be a cool situation that we didn't have that, we could have if we planned it properly. But the breakout sessions and doing things outside were cool. And then not everybody had to go, and some people did and some people didn't. And then just being somewhere and having the time freedom to do those things. Like, me and Hexo and his wife got to go sit down and eat dinner, and just chill, just the four, just hanging out, and it was cool. So yeah, had a good time. We're gonna use the powerful moments of this meetup, and then take some of the things from outside in the real convention world and festival world and bring it all together and make something cool.
Yep. And anyone else that wants to go play TPC Vegas with me, we'll do that while you guys are convening.
Oh, right on. All right, guys, it's been a couple hours. I'm getting tired.
Same here.
And
I'm actually still recovering from Vegas. It's been a hard week for me.
Yeah, it wasn't the easy, even though it was kind of short, of course. But
the thing is, at the near the very end, Joe Hexotic offered to give me a cigar because he was having one, and I took him up on it. And I'm like, so is this a Cuban cigar? He's like, oh, nah, man. Cuban tobacco isn't as good as this. This is from like El Salvador or something like that. And I'm like, oh, nice. And he's like, yeah, I've been saving these for a special occasion. This cigar is like 20 years old. I'm like, really? I'm like, so how much do you think this thing's worth as I'm puffing on it? He's like, oh, I'd say about $300. I'm like, dude, you gave me a $300 cigar? He just smiled. He's like, yeah, we're not going back. So that cigar literally beat the crap out of me. I'm still recovering from it.
Yeah,
one of my friends called me in my hotel room the next morning because he wasn't sure when I was leaving. He's like, dude, what's up with your voice? You sound like you smoked an entire pack of cigarettes. I'm like, yeah, man, I got this cigar. It's like, oh, I'm just dying here. So I'm still recovering. But it was worth it. It was worth it because I enjoyed hanging out with Joe. He was someone that was near the top of my list of people that I wanted to meet.
He is.
Joe was really cool.
Joe is really cool. Yep, there were some guys that really shined there, and he was one of them. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, it was good to see you too again, Captain. But we've met before, so
we've hung before.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed everybody. It was. I can't say that there was any one person that was like, oh, this guy's just
there was nobody there that was. Yeah, nobody was really annoying. Not even close. It was just a pleasure to meet everybody.
Well, what about not just joking.
And it's what was really cool is to meet someone that I never met before, and have them tell me something like, "Oh, wow, you're like the first person to follow me on Twitter." This. Thanks a lot. It just things like that. Those little things just add up. That they really meant a lot. Being able to get my picture taken with Wales and Axis Alive, the fact that they said we trust you, that's a big deal.
Mad respect to Wales. I love Wales. Yeah,
he's a good dude. He's a good dude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I don't think
Alive was also a really cool game.
Yeah, those guys are going to have a freaking their stream is going to be badass, and it's going to be with Wasabi too. So looks into crypto or Wasabi, whatever you call him. He was very interesting guy too. He was his how can I say he was shining a lot brighter than he appears to be on stream. That's for sure. He was
impressed.
He came out of his shell, at the clubs and everything. I was impressed too. I was
impressed with the police officers. I mean, he was not phased. I was watching it in his face, his eyes, and he stepped up. He was awesome.
He's got ice. He's got ice in his veins.
Ice in his veins.
He's an
Either
ice.
That
demon.
or he has no interest in female.
No, I think he does.
I thought he was awesome. I thought he was I thought he was an alpha. So
he definitely is. Definitely is.
Yeah, not to say anything demeaning, but he comes off a lot cooler in person.
Exactly. Yeah, like when you see him on stream, you think, oh, he's just this chart nerd guy in his basement of his mom's house and stuff. But then when you meet him in person, he's a lot smoother. He's definitely a lot smoother.
Yeah, he's a dude. He's good.
All right, guys. You got anything, Knickles?
No, man. Just building a bunch on the back end, man. We're hard at work where you guys don't see us. We've got a lot going on, and we're here to enrich you guys as Hexicans.
Mad respect to all. Love you all. Just want to say.
Hey, thanks for joining us, Matt.
Good job.
Yeah, thanks for joining us. All right, everybody.
Love most.
Have a good one. We'll see you on Monday, or you got streams all weekend long.
Yeah.